Crying emojis in the chat, man. Crying emojis in the chat. Oh my lord, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy Duty back again with another video. And breaking news, folks. You know that your boy Duty did pump out a video this morning, and I should have waited, but I felt like, okay, I waited enough. Let me pump out some information. And I reported out that Phil was playing WWE Champions, and of course, he only spent about $200. But that was only because it was difficult to calculate how much funds our boy Phil was spending. Well, lo and behold, we got the actual number. That's right. On top of the 200, our boy Phil went ahead and spent $1,723. That's right. This dude, man, he just can't. He just, it's like a crack addict, pure unadulterated crack addict over here. And what did that 1723? What was he chasing? Well, apparently he was chasing the unbreakable dragon goat, and it looks like he spent tons of cash on that. And yeah, it just, again, I don't know how many times I have to say this, but anytime Phil gets additional money or funds, especially in tips, he's going to spend it on this game. He's going to blow it and waste it on this game. Nothing else, nothing more. So if you're a new viewer to Phil's content and you're supporting him via tips, this is what your tips are buying him. They're not buying, stuff that he needs. It's not paying for his bills. It's not paying for his groceries. No, it's going to line the pockets of a Saudi Arabian billionaire that bought Scopely. That's where this money's going. And he's in the thousands in this game. Over 100,000. Over 100,000 after about 6.5 years of playing this. And he can't stop himself. He can't. The only thing that will ever stop him is that if the support dries up or he loses everything. Those are the only two things that will stop this man. So yeah, there you go. We have the number now. We know what he was spending. And yeah. So what I want to do now, of course, is we got to update the board. We got to update the board with this information. So let me go here. And as you can see here, what I wanted to point out was the actual total amount of tips that Phil got this week. So I reported out today that for the work week that just finished, Phil managed to pull in $2,194. Okay, that's what he made. And again, most of that was from the new Kino Casino viewers that have come out and support Phil because they want to hit the Dent streak. That's what I'm calling it. It's not the vest streak, it's the Dent streak, which is actually at 12. And looking at his playthrough right now, the streak may end tonight. But anyway, yep, $2,194. Now we're gonna go here to the WWE tab. Let me more. Okay, and you can see here that again I reported out this morning that he spent $200. And then, of course, today, $1,723. For a grand total of $1,923. And what was the tip total again? $21.94. $21.94. So if you take away the PayPal percentage, that stuff, it gets rather close. It gets close to about $2,000. And that's what Phil spent the entire weekly tips on. The money that most people work really hard for and provided to Phil so that he can meet the new, Dent streak. He spent it on that, on WWE, on sweaty JPEGs. So, I'm just putting this information out there. The regulars that know, his regular viewers that know who Phil is and have accepted the fact that this is what he does with his money and they don't care. This is for the new folks, the new Kino folks, the new viewers that have come out to check out Phil's content. This is what you're paying for. The money that you tip him, the streak money, so that Phil can wear a silly hat and a vest. All that money is just going down the drain into these sweaty JPEGs. And again, if you're cool with that, whatever, it is what it is. But I think well, I feel compelled to tell people that, if you're not into the vortex, you just come on stream and watch someone play games and you don't know much of what's going on, you may not know this. But yeah, Phil Burnell has a history of doing very scummy stuff and lying about it, of course. And many of you will come to find out who Phil is once the June the King documentary comes out. Because that's going to expose everything that's ever happened to Phil, everything that he's done in his 16 years of content creation, and even further than that when he was in his younger years. That's going to get completely exposed. And Phil's not going to be able to retcon or lie, to disprove it. It's going to be there for everyone to see. And I'm hoping, really, really hoping that it opens the eyes of, many of his new supporters. People that think he's the king and he's great because the Kino guys said so. And, whether they're playing into the meme or not, hopefully they'll see it and be like, wow, I guess what the detractor said is true. Phil is a scumbag. It's not the detractor saying it. It's June the King, a documentarian that's saying it, who's staking his reputation on a 4-hour documentary on Phil. So they're going to be like, oh, he's saying it. This isn't some troll. And what's Phil going to say then? Oh, June is just sensationalizing it, or he's trying to get clickbait views. Is that what he's really going to say about June? After all these years of praising him and touting this kind of personal relationship and stating that, oh, you can trust June. He's different. He gives you a fair shake. You've heard all of the phrases from Phil about June the King and trying to make him seem greater than anyone else. When June the King comes out and, states the truth about him, will Phil still hold that same position? Or, to save his own hide, will, of course, he throw June the King under the bus? I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will try to throw June the King under the bus. Very similar to like when he was getting called out for begging on his streams, and he tried to seem like, oh, I'm not as bad as the Kino folks. The Kino Casino folks are way worse than me. Anyway, these next few weeks should be very interesting. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.